Morning. So I'm just outside Newton Moor in Glen Banker, I think it's called, and I'm going to do the 3 Monadhliath Munros. Hope I'm saying all that right. Carn Carn Scullion and a Chelach or something like that. Again, I need to probably brush up on my skills, my pronunciation skills. But I'm just heading over Daniel's Path for a bit of a stream. I'll just parked up there, and I'm going to try and do the circuit in the one day. So I just noticed a sign saying cows with calves in this area. I just did the Fisherfield Munros, and had to go through a field full of cows, and I didn't enjoy that very much. So I'm hoping that they're not all sat on the path like they were last time. The weather's not fantastic, a bit claggy on the tops, but trying to reach my goal of 141 Munros at the halfway point by the end of the year. And so with November and December always been a bit tricky with weather, I'll take this opportunity, even though it's not the best weather, but it's not the worst either, and try and get out. So there's a good farmer's track to follow, and I'm going to head between those 2 hills there up the glen. I think there's an old township just before you head up. I suppose there are a lot of ruins around here, which is I always find interesting to investigate and have a look at. I always wonder what is going on 100 years ago, you know, how busy was this area. I remember learning at school about the Highland clearances, and often when I see these little houses I wonder if they fell victim to things like that. There's the way ahead, if you can see, or if you can make out the 4x4 track running up. But I continue to follow that, and then I think I'll cut up right at some point. It's really nice. Thankfully there's been no cows and sheep in the field, so I don't know what it is. Deer, goats, sheep, no problem, don't worry about them. Cows, I feel uncomfortable when I'm in the field with cows. So maybe from when I was a teenager and jumped into a field while we were playing a game of capture the flag with some mates, and the field happened to be filled with cows, and as we ran across the field they all started chasing them. Maybe it's something to do with that, one of those childhood trauma things people talk about. Yeah, just following up through there. It's been a good path so far. Nice grassy path I'm walking on, and I think it goes for quite a bit up through the glen before I cut up, and I think things get a bit pathless, but once I'm up I think it'll be fine. If it's anything like the other cairn-grown plateaus I've been on. That's me walking down the glen now towards where I hook up. I gained a little bit of elevation to get up here. It seems fairly flat again until I start turning upwards. I think where that one in the middle is, I think we go around skirt around the side of that and then start heading up the side of it, on the other side that you can't see, and then we hook round left. I think the Munro is in the clouds right in the centre, and then so I think I'm going to be in the clag all the time when I'm on the plateau. The good thing with this one is that there's a good line of fence posts. I've watched a couple of videos and read a couple of things online and in the books, and navigation is fairly simple and straightforward. With the fence post, I have the GPS with this as well, so I can track where I'm going. I have no worries about navigation, but yeah, so that's the route forward. I'll pick it up further on. So this is me coming to a little footbridge that I've got to cross to get across this stream, and then I'll be heading up that way, and up just over that shoulder there, and then for a bit, and then I'll be taking a hang on the left and then up the Munro, which should be up somewhere there. The clouds do seem to be clearing over there. I just don't know if it's going to come far enough this way for it to clear enough to get rid of the clag, but here's hoping. Anyway, I'm going to put you down because it's a bit boggy and I don't want to slip with this in my hand. So I've just come from down there, between that peak there and this hill. Come up here, hang a right, and I think that's the Munro in the cloud, right in the centre. So I've got to follow this very boggy path. I'm about 550 feet of meters of elevation, and the Munro's 945. So I'll just keep plodding along this until I get a bit closer, and then I'll bring you back. I don't know if you'll be able to make it out, probably not with the wind, but there's loads of stags roaring. They seem to be coming over from that direction. I think that's the Munro there. I'm going to head up here. There's a very soggy, faint path. Loads of stags roaring. Yeah, and then head up there and then go across, back the Munro, and then keep going that way. So that's the rough guide. It feels very wild and remote here, but really not that far away from the A9 and Newton Moor. So I think just in the centre of the screen, that's the Bealach I need to head to, and once I'm up there, swing a left and the Munro's just there. I don't think there's any chance of it clearing, and if it does, that's incredible, but I just think like the cloud base, that's where it is. It's the same just over there as well, so I don't think there's much chance, but I wasn't too fussed. Still been a good walk. It is very boggy up. Once you get past the little bridge, it gets very boggy up here, very wet. I'm glad I put my gaiters on. I figured it might be from some of the reports I read. So I'm going to carry on, try and get to that Bealach, and then see if I can bag my first Munro. I think it's Carnjag, I think, and then that'll be number 138, no 135, and hopefully by the end of this weekend I'll have 138, and then only 3 more to go until I'm halfway. Just so you don't think I'm lying, there is a small patch where things about to disappear on blue sky. I think, oh, there was one over there. Yeah, it's teasing me. So I'm not far off from getting into the clag. Nice view down the glen though. I came, I skirted up there and I've taken a left to get to this point. I'm just kind of going up the side. Didn't really hit the Bealach, to be honest. The route that I got from Walk Highlands, you know, told us to skirt around it, so that's what I'm doing. Seems like there's a bit of a path, whether it's a deer trail or a stalker's trail, I don't know, but there's something here. So I'm just going to keep getting elevation, and that shouldn't be too long and I'll be on the summit. That's me heading off to the first Munro now. I think I'm up on the plateau. I found that the fence posts that it talked about in the books and on the videos, so an easy point of reference for navigating, especially since the clag is in. But I think it's a little bit of a walk over to the first Munro after getting up, and then tap that. I'm not going to spend much time because, well, there's not much views and it's ridiculously windy. I'm speaking right next to the GoPro, so hopefully you can hear me. I'm just meters away from the summit. I think I can vaguely see it through the clag. I don't know if you can hear me though. Hopefully you can. But there's a fairly steep drop off on the edge of this one. I don't know if you can make out. Yeah, there we go. You can make out the Munro there. So not long till I'm on the top. It's been a fairly straightforward Munro so far. Great path on the bottom to the bridge, like I said, boggy as anything, and it's dried out as I've got up top, so hopefully, like most of the Cairngorm plateaus, the tops are quite dry, often quite rocky and sandy and springy but dry. So yeah, I'll take you with me all the way to the top. I'm not far now, and let you see the glorious views. I kind of knew this weekend would be like this, but I was eager to get out, to get another 4 in the bag. The weather's not been great all year. I've been really lucky on my last 2 trips how good the weather's been. So I kind of accepted that this wouldn't be brilliant. I think I can see the cairn. I don't know if you can see it on the camera, but I can see the cairn now. But sometimes it's about getting out anyway. It's not terrible, it's not lashing with rain, not yet anyway. So, and it's good to practice navigation in the clag. So here we are, Munro, 135 for me, Carn Jerrig. I think this is, of these 3, this is the one with the nicest views. So I've chosen the best day for it. Let you see the views. Definitely a steep drop off though. And I'm gonna grab a bite to eat and then I'm gonna crack on, and it's a long walk to the second Munro, so just gonna motor on today. Since the weather's not brilliant, it doesn't really matter about lingering around. This is definitely not going to clear, so I'll go over to the second Munro and I'll pick you up as I'm along the way. That's me just off the first Munro, Carn Jerrig. No views, like I knew there wouldn't be, but it's quite a steep drop off, which is kind of cool. Which would be nice to see if there was none of this clag. But I'm marching now over to second Munro. It's quite a long walk, so I'll try and nip on as fast as I can and get over there. I had a bit of lunch. I started a bit later than I wanted to. I always find that I get dead tired. It's always a long drive. I work on a Friday and then drive up in the evening, so by the time I get here it's like 11, 12 o'clock at night, so I'm always more tired than I expect. And I also give myself kind of unrealistic expectations to get up dead early. I know some people are good at like the 4 AM, 3 AM wake up calls to get up into the mountains, catch some sunrises and stuff, but I'm too tired. So anyway, I got a new waterproof jacket. It's the first time I actually had to use it, not because I'm getting wet, just for like a windproof barrier. It was getting a bit cold up there. I'm really impressed with it. I got it from that Magic Mountain website. It's a mountain equipment jacket, Gore-Tex, and it was more than half price off. So if you're looking for a new waterproof, good place to go. My mate Harry in the Hills on Instagram suggested it. So anyway, I'll catch up with you a bit further on when I've made more progress. These are the fence posts I was talking about that you follow. Seem to be cutting to the left. I better check the map. But yeah, just follow these for a long time. They kind of take you straight up to the second Munro, which is very convenient, but it's not difficult terrain. You can make quite good time. I've been nipping on, skipping a little bit and jogging between bits. But yeah, still no views. I don't think I'm going to get any today, but still enjoying it. I'm about halfway to the second Munro. It is a long walk, but it's fairly easy. It's a bit rocky at times, but it's not really boggy, and it's fairly straightforward walking. It's just nice, so I'm making some good time. I've not seen many people out today. There was a couple that I caught up with as I was coming up and past, and as I was eating my sausage roll on the summit of the first Monadhliath, they appeared, and then as I was just about 5 minutes ago, I met another couple of girls with their dog. So I mean, there are other people braving the rubbish weather, but to be honest, the fact that it's not wet is really good. I don't mind the clag sometimes, especially since my last couple of hikes have been so warm. So it's been nice to actually have a bit of a cooler weather. Well, they're hardly spectacular, but the clag's lifted a little bit. I think I'm about 850 metres, something like that. I'm not too far off the second Munro now. Just following these fence posts still. I think I can just see the outline peeking up there. I'll bring you back up when I'm a bit further, see if there's anything. I don't think I'm going to get a view from the top, but I've got some views. This bit here was disgusting. The path follows pretty much straight there. There's no way I was walking through that, so I skirted all the way around to the side and came back on myself. But anyway, I keep going. These strange looking peat hags. These have been battered by the wind. Path runs straight through it. Really not far at all from the second Munro now. Just have to get through this boggy wet bit and then back up again, and that's me there. So I'm going to get rid of the camera for a bit so I can work my way, dance my way through the boggy bit, and pick you back up when I'm at the top. Summit of Carn Soulain. So it seems like I'm bang on the summit, but there's a cairn further over there, but it definitely looks downhill, so definitely got on the summit. I might have a wander over just to check. But yeah, I'm gonna have a bite to eat and then get cracking onto the third Munro. I think I'm doing a good time. 10 past 2. I've got 4.7 miles left to go. There's an hour and 52 minutes. Let's see how fast I can do it. I've been out for 4 hours and 40 minutes so far, so I think I'm doing okay. But yeah, it's dead windy, so I'll try and sit on the other side of this cairn and get something to eat. So I don't know if you'll be able to hear me, but I've been sat here eating and I turned around and there seems to be a bit of a view. You could just see over to the third Munro just over there, and I can kind of see the way I have to go. So I'm gonna just crack on. See, it looks like it's clearing actually. There's that second cairn. I might run over there just in case, give that one a tap. But yeah, it does seem like it's clearing a bit, getting some nice views. Here we go. What do we think? It's a bigger cairn. There's it. There's another one over there. Oh, it's been booped. I am standing on it, but I don't know if it's any bigger. Oh well. Nah, I think that one over there is higher. It's maybe not by much, maybe by like less than a metre. Look at that. The first clear, pretty much clear sight of the Munro. Yeah, the third Munro. The second one's just up there, and it's still slightly claggy. But yeah, there's the third Munro, just kissing the top of the bottom of the clag. So I think I need to head over there and then up there. I think that's the right way to go. I'm not sure this path I'm on is right, so I'm gonna try and skip across over there and try and get up there. I need to double check my map, but I think that over there is the first Munro that I did, and then I did the long walk along where the fence posts are up to the second Munro, and now this is the jaunt out. I think you can see like an old wall or something like that going up, so I'm gonna try and pick my way across this. It looks quite boggy here, so again I think I'll put the camera down, try and pick my way through it, double check the map, make sure I'm going the right way, and pick you up on a bit further over. So I think for the first time today, there's the first Munro just over there in the cloud. There's the third Munro. There's the second Munro. I'm actually getting some views. It's cleared up, not in the clag, which is nice. So I'm nearly up to the third Munro, and I can see the first Munro over there in the distance. I can see the second Munro that I've done, and I thought, hey, it's clearing up. Great, I should get a clear top. It's just started to clag in over the top of the third Munro. Hey, I got some views. I thought I was going to be in the clag all day, so to get some views and be able to see all the Munros separately was really nice and special, to be honest, because I just kind of expected this, wrote this one off as just enjoy the hike, you know, enjoy it for the experience and forget about the views. But I got some, so I'll take that. But I'm going to go bag it in the clag and then head down. I'm sure once I get down below a certain height, probably this height, whatever this is just now, maybe like 850 or something, 860, then I'll have views again all the way down back to the car. But I'll pick you back up when I get to the top. Here's the summit of the third and final Munro of Clag or something like that. I'll check it. The views have opened up again a little bit. The clag is blowing in all the time, so I'll enjoy what I can see at the top of this Munro. This is a high cairn. The other two have been a bit rubbish, the cairns. I'm sure I read somewhere that this one's got a really good path on the way up, and a lot of people from Newtonmore visit this one as like their Sunday walk compared to the other two, which are a bit more difficult. Here we go. I'm going up. There we go. On the summit. Happy man. 137 Munros, and I do get some views. Whoop. Make sure I don't fall down. Clag seems to be clearing off the tops a bit. Seems to be holding up on the second Munro. Anyway, I'll stop for a drink and a bite and then get cracking. Right, I sat on there for maybe about 10-20 minutes just eating. There's a nice windbreak, and it was, the direction of the wind was coming this way, so I was able to sit out of the wind for a bit, which was really nice. I didn't actually have to put another jacket on, so the clouds keep coming and going. It's kind of nice, but I think it's time to go. I'm gonna skedaddle and get down. Looking forward to getting back to the car, and then I've actually booked a little Airbnb. It's just like a single room in Canusi for the night. I'm gonna go see if I can get some fish and chips or something like that and warm up a bit. But I think once I start moving, I'll start warming up as well. So I'll pick you up maybe when I'm a bit further down on the trail. I think there's a decent path off this, so hopefully I should make some good time. But yeah, that's 3 Munros done pretty quickly as well. I thought it said on Walk Highlands 8 to 10 hours to do this, and I think by the time I get back to the car it'll be about 6.5 hours, maybe just shy of 7. So I've done pretty good. Feeling strong. Been losing weight recently, so I think that's helping. Shift, not carrying as much of myself up the mountain, which I think is helping. Anyway, right, I'm gonna go. I'm gonna get moving because I'm a little bit cold now that I'm standing away from the windbreak, and I'll pick you up further down. Just thought I'd give you a view of the way down. There's the path, and I think it goes onto like a 4x4 track later on. It's looking dead. So I'm pretty far down now. There's a point we have to cross over a bit of a river or a stream, and then it's just, that's the path you're on until you get back to the car. But I've just come across this little tin building. I'm sure I read somewhere that if you desperately needed some shelter, then it's a spot you could stop at. I'm not going to stop at it because I'm keen to get back to the car. I'm sure it's not that exciting. Right, that's me down off the boggy path, and now onto some 4x4 tracks. That was pretty bad near the end. There was a lot of water, a lot of standing water. I am looking forward to mindlessly walking on some 4x4 tracks. I got so warm I had to take the yellow jacket off. Just spending a lot of energy bouncing around to try to figure out best ways to go. So back on the 4x4 track. This is a 1.1 mile back to the car. So hopefully on this it shouldn't take very long at all. This spot is really pretty, really scenic. Big dark clouds over there where the Munro is. As I've come down, absolutely gorgeous. That sky, nice little field. I've been walking past lots of sheep, loads of them on the path. But especially with all the trees starting to change colour over there, this looks beautiful. You hear the water and the river down there. Dead nice. Look at this. What a glorious end to the hike. Not far from the car. I think it's just round this bend, to be honest. But I've just been treated with some lovely weather to the end of the day. A lot of walking through the clag, like I said before, for most of the day. But this has been really nice coming down this glen. The sun's come out. Even though there's some dark clouds around, it's still dead nice and atmospheric. I love all the forest on the side, all the changing colours. One of the reasons I really enjoy Munro bagging is that it takes me to places I'd have never seen this. I lived all my life in Scotland until about 8 years ago, and I never saw this while I lived here. Never went anywhere like this. So without Munro bagging, without getting the itch to bag them all, I wouldn't have taken myself to places. I wouldn't have been in the little towns I've been in, I wouldn't have met people, I wouldn't have got as fit, to be honest, and I certainly would not have seen scenes like this. Not staying in Aberdeen. And Aberdeen's beautiful. Lovely parts of Aberdeen, lovely countryside. Oh, this is stunning. How can you not love Scotland? That's we're back at the car. These are my friends, we're looking after it. Thanks guys. I thought I'd do the last bit, the camera next to the car. Taking the gaiters off. They were very useful today actually. It's very wet. It's been I've really enjoyed today. I always find the Cairngorms, there's a lot less ascent, and when you're up, you're on a bit of a flat plateau, which helps. You know, when I was in the Fisherfields last time, it's a lot of ascent and it's knackering. And I had a big heavy pack, but this time I had the day pack. The weather was cooler, so I wasn't overheating as much. The terrain was a bit flatter up top, a bit boggier, but flatter. And I'm feeling a lot fitter. But I'd rate these like probably like a 6 out of 10. They're good, nothing exciting, but they're good Munros, easy enough to do, not difficult for navigation. So if you're new to it, then it's a great set of Munros to do. But I'm now gonna get my trainers on. I may even get out of these clothes and head off to find some food. But thanks if you stayed this long. I'll do another video tomorrow, or I might put them together. But if not, then thanks for staying, and I hope you enjoyed it, and I'll see you next time.